sitting back like the seats of an 86 Delta 88 coupe on D's and Bones, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Going live in a minute, Blizzard King. This is Winter Dinner Spurling Podcast. You are rocking with the realest black men represented. Ain't no lies, cause we winning. Catching flies, ain't no feelings. Uncle D, we the villain, baby. We just left the village, baby. Now we in them villas, baby. Dinner Spurling Podcast, tuning in, we get it, baby. You can hate the player, hate the game. We love all you haters. Hate watch, hate watch. Calling lovely ladies, hands on your knees. You can thank us later. We snatching the crowns off of queens. We obliterate them. Tell the truth, shame the devil. They trying to eliminate us. You begging the sipping haters. Peeling layers off of haters. Whoa. Southern Cadillac music like Outkast. Ain't jumping without bass. Dennis Spurling Podcast. Whoa. Southern Cadillac music like Outkast. Ain't jumping without bass. Dennis Spurling Podcast. Whoa.
We have to clean up what's going on in our house before we do anything else. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the broadcast. It's the Blizzard King here with the cold hard truth, baby. And this good coffee, King Coffee. But today I want to talk to you guys about a subject that most people have experienced, and that's rejection. Turning rejection and insults and disrespect into determination. Basically, I want to explore the challenges we face, whether it's having to deal with insults and rejection or outright exclusion, and how that can be turned into fuel for ambition and success. And these lessons from history and the boardroom demonstrate how resilience, adaptability, and determination can transform adversity into opportunity. But let me bring this closer to home. Have you ever had a great idea or you possess this remarkable talent only to find that no one will give you a chance? Instead of encouragement, you're met with doubt, dismissal, or even outright discouragement. You're not good enough. You don't sing well enough. Your jump shot is bad. You need to work on your writing skills. Your oratory skills are not good. You're not that good at science or math. It's a crushing experience. And it's one that can make you question your worth or the value of your dreams. And sadly, for many, this lack of support, well, it leads to giving up. And you sink into obscurity, and you abandon the incredible things that you were destined to accomplish. But the truth is, rejection isn't the end. It's a spark that can ignite your rise. It's an opportunity to turn doubt into determination and transform every no into the foundation for your success. Now, I want to talk to you guys about something that most African Americans know, those of us who studied our history, and that's our rise against the odds. Okay, we are a phenomenal people. We were able to turn disbelief into greatness. We are a phenomenal people. I'm talking about my foundational Black American brothers and sisters, what we came from. Black Americans faced profound challenges throughout history. Living in a society where we outnumbered and doubted our potential and actively worked to suppress it. It's not like they just left us alone. They actively worked to suppress our potential here in the United States. Yet our ancestors turned that obstruction, that disbelief, and those systematic barriers into fuels for extraordinary success in the face of segregation, at the height of segregation. White Americans, white folks believe black people could never thrive independently. They doubted our ability to build businesses and communities and institutions, said we couldn't do it. We didn't have the mental capacity or anything. Yet we did. We did. We built Black Wall Street. We built Rosewood, and thousands, not hundreds, not dozens, but thousands of other thriving communities that withstood the testament to resilience and ingenuity. Did you know even after Black Wall Street was burned down, they had it rebuilt by 20 years later? Nevertheless, this success left many white folks in disbelief, and which festered into their delusion. See, they've been trained to believe that black folks can't do it. Their science tells them that, their movies tell them that. And so now you are looking at towns and cities with banks and homes and businesses and wealthy black people riding around looking good, feeling good. And so that made them delusional, because what they were made to believe was not the reality that they saw, which is why when you see a handsome black man especially riding around in a nice car, living good, looking good, that angers some white folk, because they've been made to believe they're supposed to be better. And when confronted with that reality, it gives rise to anger and jealousy. And so they responded violently. They literally attacked and destroyed these communities in a desperate attempt to maintain their own delusion. Nevertheless, the point is this: what was meant to suppress us, that was the Jim Crow laws, segregation, and exclusion, it only fueled our rise. Straight up out of slavery, foundational black Americans became self-reliant, building parallel systems and institutions that often surpassed expectations, not just of the dominant society, but also us. We had churches, we had universities, we had communities, we had businesses, we owned bus lines, we owned our own manufacturing. We had it all. On top of that, we excelled in every field, from sports to science, from politics to business. We did that against all odds. Look at all the greatness that was born out of that rejection. The period of segregation birthed an era of extraordinary black people. All the great names that we talk about right now: Jackie Robinson, the man shattered the baseball color barrier, and on top of that went on to be one of the greatest ball players ever. Look at Jesse Owens, humiliated this whole Aryan superiority thing in the Olympics, on stage in front of the world. Academics, educators like Mary McLeod Bethune, founded schools that became beacons of learning. And what about George Washington Carver? The man revolutionized agriculture and industry. The president of the United States literally went down to Tuskegee to talk to him about having to help revolutionize textiles. This is what this man did. This is what we did. This is what this era meant to keep us down did. It fueled our rise. And not to mention the late, great Thurgood Marshall, who single-handedly, I don't want to say single-handedly, but like many black lawyers at the time, he fought systematic racism and paved the way for civil rights victories for everybody. Not just black people, but everybody. This is what we did. This is how we turned rejection and insults and disrespect into determination. And these achievements, they not only defied stereotypes, but they also demonstrated an indomitable spirit and limitless potential. Let's do this. Let's reflect on these lessons from history and how these can carry over into the business world. Because at the end of the day, it's about this money, okay? At the end of the day, it's about success. The past is the past. But if black people can do it, so can you. And many have done it. It's not just germane to foundational black Americans. And we look at business time and time again. What do we know about business? The inability to adapt leads to failure. Had we not been able to adapt as a people to the circumstances, we would have failed. We'd have been worse off after slavery than we were during slavery. At least we had food and a place to live. Wasn't getting no money for our job, but still. But when I look at companies like Nokia, Yahoo, or Kodak, they fell from greatness because they clung to outdated ways and refused to embrace change. They couldn't adapt. And these stories remind me and you that success requires adaptability and innovation and the courage to move forward. What if our ancestors just said, no, it's not fair, so we're not going to adapt? Nah, we wouldn't have been successful. But see, there's another side to rejection. Okay, it's the kind that's personal and dismissive or even insulting. And that's what black folk had to deal with. There was a gentleman named Lamborghini, and he didn't let another gentleman named Ferrari, his insults break him, right? So instead, Mr. Lamborghini transformed this slight that he received from Mr. Ferrari into fuel. And he created one of the most prestigious car brands in the world. Many would say, I'd rather have a Lambo than a Ferrari. And that story in itself teaches us never to let someone's low opinion define your potential. See, rejection and insults aren't barriers, they're stepping stones. Opportunities prove our resilience and ambition. And history teaches us that the power of perseverance stands the test of time. Look, y'all like KFC, right? Well, Colonel Sanders faced countless rejections before founding KFC. At 65, what about Jack Ma? Jack Ma, repeated denials into the foundation. His repeated denials led him to find a company called Alibaba. He couldn't get a job. Matter of fact, I think he tried to work at KFC. They wouldn't give him a job. And when we talk about segregation, Black Americans, foundational Black Americans face rejection on a massive scale. We were excluded from systems, institutions. Mainly, we couldn't go to their colleges. They wouldn't even let us go to church with them, much less live in their neighborhoods. But we as a people turned that exclusion into empowerment. And we built thriving ecosystems that served our own. All those thousands of towns, Black Wall Street, Rosewood, all of them. Businesses, universities. We had entire industries that rose up from the ashes of discrimination. And that demonstrates that rejection can be the foundation of innovation and success. See, these lessons, whether from missed opportunities, triumphs, or insults, or resilience in the face of systematic exclusion. I mean, they purposely try to keep us down. Nevertheless, what that shows you is that adversity is not a roadblock. It is a catalyst. To thrive, we must be adaptable. We fuel our ambitions with energy of our setbacks. That's what you need to do. Don't be discouraged. See, the story of Foundation of Black Americans is an amazing story. And if we weren't Black Americans, for the most part, because I know a large percentage of the people that follow my page are, but if we weren't, we would be amazed by ourselves. What we did during segregation. Okay? It's not a story of defeat, it's one of triumph. What was meant to hold us back became the foundation for greatness, proving that no rejection, insult, or exclusion can stop those who are determined to rise. From the boardroom to the community, let us carry forward this spirit of resilience and excellence. Let us turn every rejection into determination, every insult into ambition, and every obstacle into opportunity. Together, we can transform challenges into triumphs and inspire future generations to do the same. This is a Blizzard King with the cold, hard truth. And I'm out.
Dennis Sterling Podcast. Hit the like button, subscribe.